Hello, good morning everyone, and welcome to what looks like another sunny spring day at Glyn here. Let's hope this is a taste of what's to come for the golf season. It's been a long winter, I know, but by the looks of things are on the up, and we should be back to playing some summer competitive golf. I've come out today to give you three tips, or I believe my best three tips to give you based on what I've seen a lot of during years of coaching, and hopefully that can give you a little bit more of an idea of what you could do to improve. So I'll get straight into it. Let me just explain typically what we see a lot of with chipping. I see a lot of golfers shooting the ball through the back of the green, generally getting really poor contact. One of the biggest reasons I put down these target lines here. Actually, the golf club tends to come in a little bit too much from this way, getting a little bit too shallow, and actually what happens is we tend to hit the ground first and then obviously hit the ball on the way up. Great if you're using a driver. It's exactly what we're trying to promote with that club. But for a chip shot, the last thing we want to be doing is hitting the ground before the ball. The low point is too early. We get a very poor contact, and we either result with the ball duffing in front of us there, or we might even avoid the ground altogether and come up too much into the ball and it shoots through the green. So I've come up with a nice simple concept to remember. All I want you to think about when you're taking your stroke during the chip action is to be going back, downwards and across. Okay, back, downwards and across, because that should eliminate the feeling of coming round and up and start to promote the golf club getting backwards, downward and across, and getting that edge downwards more, giving you a better contact and running the ball out a little bit more. It'll also improve your low point. We won't be having the contact before the ball. If anything, it's going to start to get further forward onto the ball and then the ground, which is the contact we want. So I'll just hit one very quickly. Set yourself up. Okay, so back, down and across. Okay, that's what we're after. And if we do that, we should start to see a bit of a better contact and the ball running out. So that's tip number one. Tip number two, I see a lot of is the weight not quite getting forward during the downswing. So what I mean, when we're playing this shot, we tend to see golfers staying back too much. Again, it's all about understanding the low point. If my weight stays back behind me when I chip, I'm more likely to ground out too early. So I really want you to focus on when you set yourself up, get that weight a little bit further forward on your left side. Feel as though you have got a little bit more down into your left knee. So when you chip, hopefully that's going to encourage you to get your weight forward, and again it's going to encourage a better contact when you strike the ball. And my last tip, which I'm sure everyone, if you watch it, lots of pros like Mickelson does lots of videos on this. He talks about one of the golden rules is always to keep his hand slightly forward. Very important, because again, it's just about trying to keep the edge of that golf club down. If the edge of the golf club starts to work its way up, or we try to scoop, then we start to get very poor contact, thins, shooting through the back of the green, and results with more damage points. So exactly when you set yourself up, get your hands a little bit more forward, keep the weight on the left side like we said, and if you can, go back, down and across to impact. Hopefully you'll start to see slightly better contact, and the golf ball hopefully will be closer to your target. I hope that helps. Give them all a try, and stay tuned for next week where Rod's Rules will be back with another rule. Until then, bye for now.